3, 2, 1, go. So in this game you basically need to get to the correct doors. So the first level is pretty straightforward. Nothing really happens here. The one thing you'll see Nepumuk doing a lot is using these rolls, and rolling is faster than walking, however. But if you add in an accelerator, you have to press forward as well. The roll will be longer, and so you'll be even faster. And you have a couple of frames for that trick, so every time one correct she saves. I believe about a second, because
It's more like a quarter
second, but there are hundreds of them in this game. So getting them all is it's never done, I suppose. Nepu should be close. Her time is amazingly. She has world record and she's 1 minute faster than the second place. So.
I'm a little bit rusty on the rolls, so.
That was the first boss, so that was automatically the first world. The first two bosses are pretty easy with this laser you see. We get this laser level 20 that's maxed out with a couple of extra buffs on it. And that's why this category is any percent plus saves. The saves part is where we get the weapons. Now getting all these weapons is quite a trial to get, so we just got them from someone else, I believe. Or did you make it yourself?
I made it safe by myself. It took like 10 hours.
Oh, that's way faster than I did it.
Can you explain like about the weapon cycle button and why we only pick up the necessary weapons?
Yeah, we when making this file we didn't grab all the weapons because there are wait, I don't know the exact amount, but there should be 15. Yeah, okay. We only grabbed 6 of them, 4 of them being necessary and 2 of them being unavoidable to get. Like you start off with a pistol anyway, so we have that. And the other one that's unnecessary is, I believe, the assault rifle. Then the laser weapon, which you see right now, is the weapon used to basically kill everything. It's the strongest weapon by far. It hits through all the objects.
And you can spam it so fast.
And you can spam it. So for the bosses, it's the spam option is the best. Then we have bombs, which we literally need for about 2 levels, I believe.
Yeah, there's 2 places where you have logs that you can only remove with the bombs.
And because we only have these 6 weapons, we actually know how many times you have to rotate a weapon before getting another one. So you saw Nepu getting around 2 of the weapons. If she would have grabbed them, that basically would have messed up your entire way of doing this game.
Yeah,
and I did it a couple of times before. So.
Yeah, me too. And it plays like a 7-second animation. And then of course you have an extra weapon, so you need to push the button once more, which is super annoying.
So I was talking about the rolling before, and because some people thought we should be able to go faster than just rolling on land, we wondered if we can roll on water. And apparently we can. That's a frame perfect trick though, so that's way harder.
Can I interrupt you? Because it was. We used to have to initiate the roll the frame before we hit the water, but someone who will go unnamed told me that if you slash your sword in the water, you can roll as if you are on land.
Oh,
so then it's no more difficult
than usual rule. Oh, nice. I didn't know, so maybe there's something to find out there. So here's the first real spam boss. If you're not fast enough, he will go into another cycle. We will try to skip that and just one cycle this. Nepu should be fine. Yeah, good job. Nice. Besides the laser, I haven't talked about the spike gun, I believe.
Yeah, that's important.
This is the second most important weapon, maybe even the most important one. The laser just does a lot of damage, but the spike is used to skip a lot of parts from the levels, because you can stand on the spikes coming from the spike gun. Oh, and we have our first Bera section actually. This cute bear is trying to save her mom, but I'm not sure if we met the donation incentive for.
Yeah, we did.
We did.
Yes.
Nice. Then we will actually see Bera save her mom and have some adorable conversation.
Yeah, it's the best bear-on-bear dialogue in video gaming.
It's the best. Yogi Bear is nothing compared to this.
Exactly.
So we will see more of her later on. This is one of the levels where the spike gun is actually the most important of all. Well, I didn't mean this screen, but
The next one.
this screen, the two next ones. This saves so much time. And I believe Nepumuk is one of the best runners capable of staying on spikes. She just shoots them and keeps walking and rolling on them.
Yeah, the timing is really difficult to get down.
The timing is really difficult, and I really believe you're the only one that's actually consistently capable of doing it.
Yeah, you just gotta grind it out basically. Oh, I have to buy the sandwiches now.
In this screen we buy a couple of sandwiches for. Sandwiches double your damage, so just to make bosses go way faster, we buy those sandwiches and eat them right before we fight them. This way bosses are really fast, especially this one. The next one is crazy fast.
And this is the other screen where we need the... No, this is the first screen.
This is the screen where you need the
Spiders
bombs.
trolling me.
It's too bad that we actually need them, because less cycling would be... It's always better.
And here we can
first
skip,
try, nice.
Yeah. Can skip most of the level by just going through this one block thing if we shoot a spike at just the right height.
Yeah, Nepumuk made it look pretty easy, but if the spike is 1 pixel, now 2 pixels more down, it doesn't work because you can't roll there then, and you need to roll because otherwise the height to the box is too big, too small to actually get through there. So that spike has to be on exactly the correct position. But it was, so first try.
Yeah, you gotta aim for the coin. If you shoot right through the coin, then you get it every time.
So we're just 2 screens away from the final, for the third boss, I believe.
Yeah, this is the one where we start eating the sandwiches.
Yeah, so that's... You shouldn't forget it.
I'll also eat the chicken leg for safety.
Oh yeah, we eat the chicken leg for safety is it's optional. You're at the items anyway, but a chicken leg actually, when you die, you would get all your lives back if you have eaten a chicken leg before. As you can see, it's to the left of her health bar. It's just waiting there. But she has like 24 health right now, and I would say that the first 5 or 6 levels aren't that damage demanding, because you heal anyway. As you can see, she only has lost 1 heart so far, and it will revive in a bit. This world is the one that the spike gun is really the most important weapon of all.
Yeah, this is the room where you get it the first time, and so they made the levels really vertical, so that you have to use it a lot.
Oh, that guy usually always gets me, so...
Yeah, the thing is, the enemies always spawn in the same place, but when they shoot it's actually random, so you can't really prepare for it perfectly.
These guys are always on the same spot, but like she said, the timing differs, but because of those changing things, you can either save 1 second or lose 1 second, but then again, this game is all about those little optimizations, and you could lose a minute easily if you don't get those things consistently. So for the regular game, no one ever explained what Barra does, so it's cool that we actually do the donation incentive. The Barra parts are actually pretty easy. You can only use Kung Fu fighting, but it's pretty OP. And for the rest, it's just walking and jumping. But the next Barra cycle will have a pretty cool glitch.
Which you discovered.
I discovered it. Basically, someone told me. Oh, you told me it was possible to get him stuck in the wall, and I just experimented with it. And apparently, we can get stuck in the wall and then start jumping.
Yeah, the thing is, the Barra's hitbox isn't properly centered. Whether she looks to left or right is 1 pixel off. So that's why you can get stuck in the wall. Oh no, I'm always soft lock here.
And the fun part is that the developer of this game actually really didn't like that glitch. He doesn't want any glitches in this game, so. But he started developing Kellyscapes 4, which should be out January next year, if I'm correctly. And he said beforehand, I really want those, we call it bad Barra. We really want to get those rid of the game. And then after a couple of weeks before he said that, he said, wait, now you can even do it with Kelly.
Yeah, but I want to give some shoutouts to the developer, Jordan, because he's super supportive of our speedrunning. He always tweets about it and put it in his like developer diary and stuff, and helped us figure out all the tricks. So that's really nice.
The entire community is pretty cool.
Yeah. Unfortunately, there's not really any active runners. Like, since I got 1 minute ahead of everyone else, the others kind of quit.
Yeah, I should get back to it. I haven't done any runs since we discovered the 2 glitches.
So that's basically free time save for everyone.
There's basically 3 times for everyone, but once again, your PB is really something else.
I got really lucky with the rolls.
The world record was just above a 20-minute mark, 29-minute mark,
Yeah.
and someone said that the sub 29 possibly wouldn't be easy to get. It would be really hard, so that's why I found those glitches, because someone asked me to do it to be able to get sub 29, and now you got 1.5 minutes below it.
Yeah, it's 27:43, I think.
This is the eagle fight. There's a little bit of a...
I'm not very good at this, but... Oh, come on, eagle.
There's
Die.
a small thing with that eagle that he goes out of the screen for a bit. You can still hit him though, but I tend to miss him a lot there. Because
Yeah, me too.
Oh, this is the last village, which... It's pretty weird. I thought that every world would be getting longer as you got further, but this one is actually one of the quicker ones.
Yeah.
It's a lot of climbing, so once again with the spike gun you can skip so much.
And there's a lot of water rolling in here.
A lot of water rolls. These save all about half a second, I believe, maybe a quarter, like you said before. But once again, I believe there's maybe 20 of them if you do all of them correctly.
Yeah, without the water rolls, it would be faster to go up. But like this, you can just go straight from left to right through the level.
Now the most important part of this game is getting the correct doors. So the first time, I believe every one of us did a run, we got some of the wrong doors, because there are some hidden stages. They're not really hidden, because you can see the map over and over, so you know they are there. But it's not always known which door it is. That's the correct one. So as long as you didn't play this over and over again, the possibility of getting the wrong door is actually pretty high. And I wanted to say that because maybe 2 rooms back, that's the one I usually miss. I always go in the wrong one.
We didn't really talk about the one room where you need the flamethrower. So there were those wooden boxes, and it's simply the only way you can destroy them is with the flamethrower and maybe with the blade gun, but we don't pick that up. So.
Now we use the flamethrower for that because it, once again, it does damage through the boxes, so there's a couple of enemies behind it. So I believe it's a little bit faster than the other one and a little bit safer. This is the last time. Do we need the bombs here? No, we don't.
No, in laboratory there's the bomb part.
Yeah, sure, go ahead.
So we have a donation from the Warrior of Light. It's a €2.20 donation saying, "Get me in this game already." And that does put the Warrior of Light €1.20 up in the City of Bit War. We also have a €1 donation from Zeta saying, "Indy, go blindfolded." And for that, we still need €85 for the blindfolded prologue. So you really want to see this, and I would recommend you to donate for it.
Yeah, you really want to. You just saw the bee fight. The problem with the bee is that when it shoots those, what should I call it? I don't know. When he shoots his things, you can't hit him, so he has to get closer, and then you have to start spamming again. If you're not fast enough, you have to go through that entire cycle again. But that cycle is less precise than the one from the slime. And then after the bee fight, you also saw that the bee dropped a ham sandwich. So we bought 4, but there were 6 bosses remaining. So we should miss 2 sandwiches, but because 2 bosses, precisely 2, actually dropped those ham sandwiches, we're fine anyway.
And that Barra skip is coming up. So I hope I get this. Can be a bit tricky.
So can I get some hype from the audience? Because we have a €50 donation from Indy saying, it reads, "Dissidia is soon TM and the prologue is the best category, but I can't look at it. Good luck to all the other runners." By the way, is this still Scholar? Thank you for your extremely generous donation, Indy.
So that was the bad Barra skip. By using the wall and not having to walk through that building, you actually save about 20 seconds. But that building is so long and so
Yeah,
tedious.
it's like a super long zigzag pattern that you have to go.
So even not getting it first try still saves a lot of time.
Oh yeah, and one thing about the weapons, you cannot change them immediately at the start of a room. So if you need another weapon, like the spike gun, you always have to change it before you enter the door to the next room.
So there's one more glitch that I didn't mention, and I believe it will be not this room but the next room.
It's this one.
Oh, it's this one actually.
Lava boost.
It's a lava boost for all the fans out there. So the lava boost works because the lava wants to push you back once you fall into it. So when you turn around right before hitting the lava, it actually thinks we came from the right. So it pushes you to the right, so it pushes you under that obstruction. That one is pretty straightforward. It's really the easiest one to get.
Oh yeah, one thing we didn't explain yet is the weapon elements, since we have the ice element on the laser, which freezes the enemies.
Do we use any other elements?
No, because they add damage, but it's so small of a boost that it's not worth it. But the freezing rate just makes them stop in place, which is really helpful.
So I believe that's it for the So for the easy bosses, pretty funny. We're world 7. We only have 2 left to go, and now we're done with the easy bosses. The next one is actually not killable with laser. It's sword only, and I hope we will see a 3 cycle there, because
I did get it in practice, so we will see.
for no wait, it's a 2 cycle. It's been a long time for me, but
No,
you
it's
have
3
to a 3 cycle. Okay. You have to hit it 9 times every time for a 3 cycle.
Well, it's like he needs 24 hits, and you can hit him up to 10 times. So you obviously need to hit him on average 8 times per cycle. So
Oh.
okay. So you're supposed to use the platform there, but you can just use the spikes.
We have a 10 euro anonymous donation saying almost there. And he is completely correct, because we are only 25 euros away to seeing Indie Dragback doing the prologue blindfolded.
Who is going to be the finisher of that, I wonder. The blindfolded part is really amazing, so you guys should
I love blindfolded
make it happen.
ones.
Yeah, of course. So these boxes can only be destroyed by 1 weapon. We're so happy that's the laser, because we needed that anyway.
Yeah.
So this level is laser only, I believe. Maybe we need spikes. Oh, we need
This is
bombs.
where we need the bombs.
Of course. Like I said, you really need to remember every room. This is a very good example of one, because you enter the door on the left side of the world, which usually means that you will continue the level going left. But this particular case you have to go right.
And it happens so easily that you like move left and immediately enter the door again and have to go through 2 more door transitions. So.
And here you see that spike walk that only Nepumuk can do like this. Everyone else just falls off.
You just have to practice the timing really.
So we have a 25 euro donation from Frosty saying, apparently the runner doesn't want to see the game. I would think it would be convenient to see, but then again, a blindfolded indie? That'd be cool, so take my money. And with that, we have met the blindfolded prologue percent for
Nice.
Dissidia.
That's going to be amazing.
Yeah. Yeah, so here we can do a little skip over the lava with the spike gun.
That's the only spike walk that everyone gets and practice,
True.
because that one saves the most time. But then again, the others, and so did I, should practice on the other ones as well. This level is
Long.
a long one, because you have to go up and down the entire time. There will be one worse in the next level, in which you have to go from left to right all the time. And it's the one that we take the most damage. Well, I do. Let's put it that way. And after this room, we'll be getting to the 7th boss. Like I said, this is the sword only one. So
Yeah, do you
let's
have-
see if you get it.
To hit the magnet with the laser, but then you have to use the sword. Okay, that was like 10 hits. This is going well. No way! This happens
probably
in
missed,
every
like, one
marathon
hit.
apparently. And it was
Yeah.
1 hit off, yeah. So that's if you're trying to PB, that's a huge waste of time.
That's always a harsh moment. So now we're at the final world, and as you can see, it's all going down. So we are going down as well. But now we have these amazing, I don't know what they are, demons in blue fire.
Bailers.
How do you call them?
Bailers.
She knows, yeah. And they are the worst enemy in this game.
Yeah.
Those fireballs that they shoot they always go straight towards you.
They deal like 3 damage per hit, and even when you freeze the Bailers, for some reason they still continue shooting.
So when you play this game casually and you don't have all these level 20 weapons, especially the laser will still be low level because you just only got it the previous world.
Yeah, the
This
laser
world
is
is really, really painful.
It's much smaller when it's not at max level, the laser. It's not
So
as useful.
everything is smaller when you're lower level. But it also does way less damage, and you probably don't have enough money for the elemental things to put up on your weapon because they are expensive. But Nepumuk seems to be very rich in this game.
Well, since we have the save file prepared, we can just reset to like having $1 million. So we always have money for sandwiches.
And this level is, by the way, casually speaking, the worst one to figure out how to go.
Yeah, it's such a maze.
Even in my first run, I believe I've been stuck for over a minute in that room. But of course, with more practice, you know where everything is. So. This is the room that you have to go to the right and then to the left and to the right and to the left,
Yeah,
and these guys keep shooting at you.
Two
You
of
don't
these
have time
rooms.
to kill most of them, so you need to dodge them.
Yeah, I usually alternate between parrying the bullets and rolling. Since rolling has a cooldown, you cannot roll non-stop.
The fun part about the rolling, which I didn't tell you yet, is that after rolling you still have a couple of invisibility frames. So even though you're not rolling anymore, you won't be hit. But then again, you can't rely on that because I don't know the timing by heart, so sometimes I just think, yeah, I should be capable of going through him right now, and then you're not.
Yeah, there are some places where you can like do a roll and then jump down and past the enemy below you, because it's such a long window.
So we used the sandwich here way before the boss, away a couple of screens, just because the ham sandwich works for a couple of minutes, and we should be fine with the amount of time left and getting to the final boss. And the final boss is Herbert, and we want to destroy Herbert because Herbert kidnapped our parents.
Yeah, he was the best friend of the family, then turned evil. And
Again.
And so we do what every 8-year-old girl would do, we grab a huge gun and go rescue our parents.
Makes sense, right?
Obviously.
So once again, a very long screen, and after this one there's one left in which literally nothing happens. It's basically the hallway to Herbert's room.
Well, every evil guy needs like an intimidating hallway in front of the boss.
He has a very
Hallway.
intimidating hallway, but he has a very badly designed bedroom.
Oh yeah, and after the boss fight time is when he leaves the screen, so it's not in this room.
So this is the Herbert fight. If all goes well, it should go pretty quick, but those missiles can screw you up. But it didn't, so get ready on time. Because
And
time.
it's time.
That still beats my PB by like a minute, so.
I guess. Okay, so since the donation incentive was met, we